Hey, it's Phil Martinez with the Reyes Team at eXp Realty. I'm here with Sandra Figueroa from Neo Home Loans, and today we're going to talk about the top 10 things not to do when trying to purchase a home. Number 1, don't start the process without your realtor.
I completely agree with you, Phillip. So part of the reason why you don't want to be unrepresented is there's a lot of legal terms once you start making offers on homes. An agent will have their license and will know all this legal terms that will help you out when getting into contract.
Absolutely. And the other thing too is a lot of times people will start the home search on their own online, and they'll sign up on various websites and start to get contacted by a number of different realtors, and that can get a little bit overwhelming and almost a little annoying at sometimes.
Yes.
Number 2, don't shop for homes without getting pre-approved first.
This is a very important part. So most of the time people want to go jump in the gun and go shopping, but they don't know what they qualify for. At that point, sometimes they go and look at homes, let's say in a $700,000 range, but they may only qualify for $400,000. So they may want to make an offer and fall in love with a house that maybe they're not quite qualified for. So it's very important to know how much your buying power is before you actually go start shopping.
Absolutely. Number 3, don't assume that you need a 20% down payment.
Yeah, this is such a big misconception. I feel like a lot of people do think that, and especially when they're doing a conventional loan. But actually with conventional loans, and as a first-time home buyer, you can put as little as 3% down. And a subsequent buyer, then they can just put 5% down. And for FHA, they can go as little as 3.5% down.
That's great. Number 4, don't buy a house you can't afford.
Yes, and this is something that we touch on also through the pre-approval process. So a client will come to me and they'll tell me, I don't want my payment to be more than X amount. So we create a plan and we budget for that payment so that they can feel comfortable, because there will be additional expenses when you go into a home.
Number 5, don't make a big purchase using debt.
Yes, please do not buy a car in the middle of escrow because that can affect your qualification. When we look at all your debts and your income and then base a pre-qualification to a client, we already look at the debt. So if you incur additional debt, this may affect your qualification.
So no new appliances.
No new appliances.
All right. Number 6, don't miss any payments.
So this will come in play especially when somebody's trying to buy a new build property. Normally a new build takes around 6 months plus. When we run credit, your credit's only good for 4 months. At that time, we'll have to rerun a credit, and if there's any late payments on there, that can potentially affect, again, your qualification for that home. So because of the fact that we also know that it's taken a little bit longer to get somebody into contract, we definitely want to make sure that no payments are missed on their credit.
Number 7, don't max out any of your credit cards.
So even though we have run your credit, we will still do a soft pull at the end, and we will see any debts that have gone up or down. Down is always great, but yes, we do not want to max out those credit cards.
Number 8, don't cosign a loan.
I've seen this so many times with my borrowers that, again, once they're already shopping for homes and their mom, dad, son, daughter asked them they need a car, so they ask them to cosign. Again, this will count against that person trying to purchase that home. So this will be a very big deal if they do cosign for somebody.
Number 9, don't change jobs.
I agree with you, Phillip. So on changing jobs, this can affect your pre-qualification. If you change lines of work, you may have to wait 6 months before actually being able to buy. Or the second thing, it will create more documentation. So even you might have gone from a trucking company to a different trucking company, but now we will require more documents in order to source and see where you are moving to.
Number 10, don't move money around and don't make any large cash deposits.
I can't tell you how many times I see this in transactions, and it might seem like a simple everyday thing that you're moving in between accounts, but unfortunately we're going to need to see if you deposited money into that account, we're going to need to see where it came from, so we're going to need to source it from that account, and then if you transferred money to that account, same thing. So it just keeps going and going and going. So the best thing to do is not to move money around, and then any large deposits will need to be sourced. So if it's a cash large deposit, we may not be able to use it because it cannot be sourced.
We hope these top 10 tips were helpful for you. If you have any questions about the home buying process, comment below or send us a DM.